When Lennon and McCartney almost went on SNL, can you imagine? You're sitting in front of the TV, or, better yet, you're in the studio audience, getting your weekly dose of laughs from the still new program Saturday Night Live. The actress Raquel Welch is the host this evening, and the scheduled musical guests are Phoebe Snow and John Sebastian, the latter the former leader of the Lovin' Spoonful, who is currently enjoying a best-selling hit with Welcome Back, the theme song for a popular TV sitcom. All of a sudden there's a commotion, some gasps and screams. Is this really happening? John Lennon and Paul McCartney have just walked onto the set. It wasn't really happening, it never did. But it could have, and nearly did. For a few minutes they thought about it. The two old friends had, for the most part, been estranged since the final days of the Beatles. Their feud had been public and nasty, accusations and condemnations had been traded. Lennon had even written a song, asking his former songwriting partner, "How do you sleep?" But their rancor had begun to fade somewhat by 1976, and, on the evening of April 24th, they were together, just hanging out. Paul and his wife Linda just happened to be visiting McCartney's old friend at John and Yoko Ono's apartment at the Dakota, just over a mile away from NBC Studios, and the TV was on. At first, John wasn't so pleased that the couple had showed up unannounced at his home. He told Playboy magazine in 1980, "That was a period when Paul just kept turning up at our door with a guitar. I would let him in, but finally I said to him, 'Please call before you come over.' It's not 1956 and turning up at the door isn't the same anymore. You know, just give me a ring." He was upset by that, but I didn't mean it badly. I just meant that I was taking care of a baby all day and some guy turns up at the door. After the awkward greeting, they settled down in front of the TV, enjoying the 18th episode of this instantly popular comedy/variety program, Live from New York. Its famous slogan went. By the 90-minute show's midpoint, they would have seen John Belushi performing his Joe Cocker impersonation in sketches featuring Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, and Gilda Radner. Then they would have seen the show's creator and producer, Lorne Michaels. He had no idea that the two ex-Beatles just happened to be together, right in Manhattan, when he said this. "Now, we've heard and read a lot about personality and legal conflicts that might prevent you guys from reuniting. That's something which is none of my business. That's a personal problem. You guys will have to handle that. But it's also been said that no one has yet to come up with enough money to satisfy you. Well, if it's money you want, there's no problem here. The National Broadcasting Company has authorized me to offer you this check to be on our show. A certified check for $3,000. It was a joke, of course. The Beatles had been offered many millions of dollars to reunite, and had turned down all offers.